Okay, so picture this. You're tired, you're overworked, you barely have energy to cook dinner. So, how are you supposed to start a business? This video is your answer. You are going to learn in this video how to build your business with limited energy using a simple routine that works even on your worst days. So, if you want more time, more money, more purpose without the burnout, okay, I need you to watch this. Okay, I just love that intro. Okay, so you come home drained from work. Okay, but your dream won't stop whispering to you. Here's how you move forward even when you're tired. And I've done this. I've done this. I have lived this. I have lived this. I'm talking from experience. Okay. This video I know is going to hit for a lot of you. Okay. I feel like a sermon is gonna come down. Okay. I feel like it's gonna be hotter and popping than fish grease. This video. First things first. But I want you to understand and know that there is this illusion, right? There is this illusion that waiting for more time, waiting for more whatever it is, the whole concept of waiting is going to give us a result that we don't currently have. And I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to tell you right now, waiting for more time does not work. Waiting for more time does not work because time isn't the problem. The problem is your energy and a lack of strategy. Okay. You need to understand. I think I went through this with another video that your energy is what is most important, especially for those of us who have careers, 9 to 5s, things like that. Those careers, those jobs are taking the best hours of your day. And usually when you come home from work, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're scrolling through Netflix after you eat a meal, scroll through Netflix, watch something, scroll through TikTok, scroll through Instagram, scroll through YouTube. You are exhausted and guess what? You don't have the energy to work on your business. So what I suggested was in that video is to organize your work towards your business, whether it's 15 minutes a day, hour a day, whatever, during your best time. So if you are a morning person like me, get up an hour earlier, knock out whatever you want to do for that hour. So when you do go to the job, you already finished what you needed to do for your business for the day, and then your job, and you just get the rest of the energy that you have, right? Or for those of you who are, night owls, I'm not, but apparently this is something that exists. I still don't understand because circadian rhythm, but apparently it's something that exists. If you are a night owl, then if that's the most productive, strongest time for you, then that's when you do that, right? And then I also came up with the suggestions of like bringing a notebook with you wherever you're working, wherever you're doing throughout the day, so you can write notes. If you have your phone, all this technology, you can do some business activities straight from your phone. And that is how you start to accumulate time and hours. And especially if you do it during the day and during lunch, you don't have to worry about being exhausted after work because you have already done it, right? And that's how I've gotten over feeling lack of momentum or feeling guilty about not doing anything, because by the time I got kicked my shoes off or done for the day, my business stuff was already done, so I can just decompress now. And for a lot of us, that decompression is important, so I don't want to take that away from you. But what I want you to do in this video is to replace the mindset that I'm too tired with what's the smallest action I can take and do that, right? Do that. What needs to happen too is that you need to create an after work business routine, right? So if you are going to be someone who does some work after work, then all right, make the meal, have dinner, and then get to it, right? Or if you can stave off like an hour before you even start cooking dinner and get to the work, then do that, right? If you want to work after work, or I still say my number one suggestion is do it before. Do it before. But if not, set a routine. And also, I would also suggest putting it on a daily, put it on your calendar. Like put like an alarm on your calendar that goes off like, okay, this is the time we have set aside to do some work after work on our business after work. And during that time, that's all that you do. And when it's done, then you can get to the dinner, Netflix, or whatever else that you're trying to do to decompress, right? But setting an alarm is going to help you to stay accountable to that time and for you to increase your chances of actually sticking to that time, right? Other tools that might be helpful for you in this are the Pomodoro timers, Notion, and the Done app. The Done app is definitely useful for that. Right. Third thing, okay, when you're trying to start your business, but you're exhausted from work and we're trying to prevent that burnout, we are trying to stop that exhaustion. But before we do that, if this is useful for you and you're liking the video so far, please hit the like and subscribe button today, right? And I have a lovely training that is complimentary, no cost to you, that will help you start a business or enhance a current business, and give you all the tips and tools of the trade, called the Business Builder Blueprint at wewealthlearning.com. It's complimentary, no cost, link down below or in the bio and description box. Third thing, designing your after biz work routine. We're going to be protecting our energy and implementing boundaries. Okay, we are all about where the peace resides over here, and we're going to be protecting our energy and coming up with boundaries. What can this look like for you? You can say no tech after 10 p.m., no draining phone calls, no comparison scrolling. You can create rituals that reward small wins. You're also going to have to be very meticulous around your time. So what does that look like? You don't want to lollygag with people, especially when you're focusing on doing a business. That means you're going to have, unfortunately, something has to give. Sometimes those friendships that weren't really as productive, you won't have as much time for, or those situations where you're not really doing, you might not have a lot of time to do those things. And that is okay, because at the end of the day, what's more important is what you feel like you're here to do and accomplish. And to be honest with you, a lot of those friendships and relationships are time fillers and wasting anyway. So the beauty of starting a business is that when you are intentional about your time with that, you're going to actually see what habits you have, what kind of relationships you have that have been kind of like time drains on you, and you're going to reallocate and refocus on what is important, right? So the third thing that's going to be helpful to you is to make sure that you're protecting your energy by implementing boundaries and assessing what is actually going to be really good for you, right? What's actually going to be moving the needle for you? What's actually going to help you have the energy to do the things that you're going to need to do, right? So that is what is important. So quick recap, right? On how to start a business when you're exhausted after work, honey. First thing, you don't need to wait for more time. You just need to be efficient with the time that you have. And you just need to understand your energy and build a strategy around that. So if you are a morning person, you get up an hour early, or you work through things at lunch. So by the time you come home, you don't have to even worry about it. And that's what I recommend the most. If you're an afternoon, night person, okay, set a time on your alarm that you designate that this is the time I'm going to work on this, and my energy is still good during this, and being diligent in that way, right? Also, designing your after work business routine, or your business routine. So if it's before or after, make sure that you have things set up in place. For example, I used to, and I'm still doing it because technically I'm doing it right now, record a lot of video and a lot of video content. I know from experience and my energy, I'm a morning person. I need to record the video in the morning, like I'm doing right now. Or before I do anything else, get that out the way so that it's done, so I don't have to worry about it. My energy is going to be later on in the day because I already did it, right? I've also, this is strategy, set it up so my cameras, my lights, my video, everything is in place in this room and it does not move. So all I got to do is come on here, press the record button, and record. So set it up to make it as easy as possible for me to do the things I need to do. And that is an example of that, right? Making sure that you have a routine going. And third, but not least, but this is highly, 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 highly important. Highly important. Protecting your energy and having boundaries. Highly important. Top of the list. This should have been number one. This should have been number one because especially, I'm social too. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to, sometimes I want to do a little ratchet stuff with my friend, just a smidge. Okay, sometimes I want to, go out, and I had to really just be realistic with myself. And I was like, I can't do anything. I'm going to still do some of the things. We like balance over here. We'll still do some of the things, but I can't do everything. And also making sure that what was also helpful was, get rid of people who weren't supposed to be there, honey. I had to let some friends go, or some friends left, and I was glad that they took themselves out, because that freed up my time. And I realized in this pursuit and all these things I'm doing, not only I got replaced with better friends, honey. We can do another video on that. Comment down below if you want me to do a video on friends that are actually good for business and friends that are not, and how to tell the difference between the two. But that was very helpful for me in moving forward and making such great gains. And it got rid of the guilt, because I realized, I'm here on earth to do what I am supposed to do, to fulfill my passions, to experiment, to explore, to contribute to society in a great way. I'm doing that. My way of doing that is through this business, through this enterprise, to help others do the same. That is more important than some happy hour that I'm going to spend my money to buy something that's going to burn out my liver, and that contributes to making bad decision making anyway. So, having the boundaries, protecting your energy, prioritizing what is important is going to be good for you in the long run anyway. And you're going to need to do that, because you're going to have to, allocate your energy towards what is beneficial for you. And trust me, this business is beneficial for you. So if you like what you have heard today, if you felt like, I gave a word, if you want to pass around a virtual collection plate, a good way to do that is to hit the like and subscribe button so you do not miss a thing. Comment down below if you have any tips that have helped you, or if there's anything that you want me to make a video on. Be sure, to sign up for the complimentary training, the Business Builder Blueprint. The link is below in the description box or in the bio, wherever you're watching it. It's complimentary for right now. For right now, it's complimentary. And it will help you give clarity on your business, come up with an exit strategy, come up with your offer, and come up with how best to launch your business. All the things in that training. 7 modules, 15 minutes or less. Very doable, and is designed for busy people as well, because we all have things to do. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.